Welcome back to this week's episode of Unlocked. For this week's episode, it's such a bittersweet episode, and I may cry, I may not, I don't know. But we have Grayson back.
I got to come in every few months and save it.
Yeah, that's what he says. He says, I have to come in, save the podcast every few months. I actually want to read off what Aaron sent me the other day, or actually, it's a voice memo, so I'm going to play this.
Also, Grayson will be at the studio at 12:30 on Monday. He has asked me to work some financial negotiations for him in terms of what he'll be compensated for the show. I told him that although that's not officially in my job description, I feel confident that for this particular show, it will be an unpaid opportunity. So if you need me to go back to him with any other information, let me know. He said that even if it is indeed an unpaid opportunity, he'd be happy, and I quote, to come in and say...
Hold on, did it stop? No!
Save the podcast.
Also, he said he's also carrying a lot of weight on his shoulders as it comes to your show.
Hold on. No, I gotta get it back.
Weight on his shoulders as it comes to your show, since the overall success of it is riding completely on his shoulders. He would like to negotiate a compensation higher than zero for the future. I did take the time to remind him that he only eats food because of you. He only drives a car because of you, and his education will be entirely dependent upon you. Any questions or concerns, please feel free to call me back.
And that is Grayson and the conversations that he has with Aaron, one of my podcast producers. You're pretty ballsy.
Hey, I mean, the numbers speak for themselves.
Oh, do they?
I mean, I had like 2 of the highest rated episodes. 2 out of 3.
People do love you. I will say that.
That's Hall of Fame numbers right there.
Oh, yeah. Hall of Fame numbers. So, first off, we're both like fighting sickness. These kids, of course, have got me sick. It feels like Grayson's been sick for weeks.
Month.
Yeah, literally. But in less than a month.
26 days.
Not that he's counting or anything. He will be in college.
Yep.
How are you feeling?
I don't know. I get more nervous the closer it gets.
I know.
I get more nervous and less excited.
Well, you have said up until then, you're like, oh, I can't wait to go to college. I can't wait. Blah, blah, blah. And then the closer it gets, the less you say it.
Yeah, the less I want to go.
Grayson.
I don't get excited until I get there, though.
No, but...
that's like for concerts and stuff, I don't get excited until I'm there.
Oh, see, not me. I'm a pre-gamer.
No, I don't get excited.
No.
When I'm there, I'll be excited, but like...
Because you're going, clearly, to the University of Alabama.
Yeah.
And you were so excited when you got in. And you're graduating a semester early. Yeah. So you're going in January.
I somehow shaved like 7 months off.
Yeah.
Almost a year.
Yeah, you did. So he's actually going into college a semester early, but with college credits as well. So you're going in with how many college credits?
Like almost a full semester.
Yeah. So he's already going in with almost a full semester of college credits.
So I'll basically be in the second semester with everybody else.
Yeah. Which is absolutely insane to have accomplished and to have done. And we could not have done it without Emily, she's been Grayson's teacher.
Still be in the 5th grade if it weren't for Emily.
Yeah, literally. She's been Grayson's teacher since the 5th grade, I think. And he does online schooling through a private Christian school out of LA, which we have loved. I mean, the curriculum is really hard, but I love it because you still have Bible class. They're not necessarily teaching all the woke stuff that's being taught.
Especially my history teacher. He's very...
History teacher, we love. But this school, I wish, honestly, they're getting a free plug right now because I have had to pay for this tuition. But Oaks Christian School has been awesome for Grayson, and it's been such a blessing, especially for kids who travel or you want that kind of homeschool life, it's really great for that. So that's what he's been doing. And Emily's been with him since 5th grade, and she has helped him all throughout.
She told me she's not going to college with me.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be bittersweet. You're going to miss all the people that helped get you to this college point.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be tough.
What are you most nervous about? Or like, what are you not looking forward to?
Pass.
What do you mean?
I mean, I haven't been in traditional school since the 5th grade.
Yeah.
So it's going to be
a big adjustment because you have been.
But the good thing is it's not really traditional school. Like,
no.
Most of it's online.
Yeah. Well, you have a lot of online. You will enjoy it more because a lot of it is also discussion based.
Yeah.
You'll be in more of like lectures. You'll be with a ton of people. It's not like you're being called on.
I've always said it's going to be weird for me, like not having to ask if I want to go do something or like go hang out with people or like, you got to be home at this time.
Well, yeah.
It's going to be weird.
Well, it's going to be weird, but I mean, I'm pretty lenient on you.
Yeah. And a lot of people joke with me, like, oh, you talk about girls. I'm like, dude, I've been doing school by myself since the 5th grade. And now you're throwing me into an environment where I'm surrounded by thousands of them.
Yeah. That is something that I hope and pray, dear God. First off, any chicks that go to Alabama, it's you and me talking. This is your warning. I do not let people come in my house half clothed. You're not going to come in my house as I'm working and sit down and not lift your hand to do anything. You're going to have your own thing going. You're going to have a future for yourself.
I have talked back and forth with this girl for about like a year. She lives across the street from me.
That's how all good stories start and end. Let's just stay single your first semester of college.
Yeah.
Because then you'll be back home for
I will. No, I'll be back home for summer.
Which I already cannot wait for. I am so excited.
And I haven't even left yet.
I know. The other night, so like Grayson's truck has been messed up for months. Literally has been in the shop.
When you get a GMC.
Hey, don't be.
I'm just saying, I had a Ford for a year and a half.
Well, you wanted it.
I did, and it is my fault, but I had a Ford for a year and a half, got him GMC, and within the first 6 months had to be in the shop for 4.
I think, what's pretty ironic about this is GMC is your car. That's also your initials.
Yeah.
You both,
Only one of us breaks down, though.
Well, tomato. But anyways, you're going to stay single your first semester. Please.
Probably longer.
Do it. Yes, please. Best thing you could possibly do. Be smart.
Dude, those girls are wild down there.
Yeah, I know. That's what scares me. Like, I see these girls just throw themselves on guys and like they're just willing to give it all up. And I'm like, I mean, not judging, to each their own, whatever works for you.
I judge because it's like, I don't know, for most guys it's fun, but like for me it's like, that's not even fun, dude. It's too easy.
Well,
it's like, there's no like, you don't have to do anything.
But if you feel that way, then why do you take girls up on the offer?
Well, because of some advice Dad gave me.
Well, his advice isn't always good.
Well, I know, but he said, sometimes there's girls you talk to for a night, and there's girls you talk to for the rest of your life. He said some of those will work for a night.
But no, my thing is if women are being treated this way, first off, it's our fault if we're just going to give it up and have no self-respect for ourselves. It's our fault there. But I also believe that men can help lead the way. It would shake a lot of women if they went to try to sleep with a guy and the guy was like, no. Like,
Listen,
what are we doing?
I'm like,
This is the first
I'm like
night.
what they say about Tiger. You don't need to pay attention to the amount of accepted. The real number is the amount of turned down.
Oh, is that so?
Hey, you'd be surprised.
Well, I'm challenging you, though, to lead by example.
It's just girls in my generation are like, I don't get it.
Yeah. I think social media
There's
has
like
a lot to do with
trends
it.
of like people cheating on their boyfriends and stuff and posting it on TikTok. And the quote is like hashtag women in male fields. Yeah. I saw one the other day. It said me sitting here texting another guy while I'm with them. Hashtag women in male fields.
I'm sorry, but if you are a woman that is partaking in something like that, reevaluate. I'm not trying to judge, but like...
I posted a thing in my Snapchat story. I said, POV, somebody texts you 1,000 times and you don't respond. Hashtag men and woman fields.
That's pretty funny. But that is crazy. Do you think the older you're getting, because now...
Dude, my generation's awful.
It is.
They are awful.
You said, I mean, you said
99. There's 1%, but 99% of the girls, I mean, hell, they're like Target. But everybody gets a shot.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is him saying these things, not me.
No, I did say it. I went up to it. I said it. You can quote me.
But do you get what I'm saying? How you can help lead, or how you're going to find the person you end up with, because
Probably ain't gonna find it there, I can tell you that.
That's what I hope and pray, honestly. I have said, I hope and pray you go, you enjoy your time. If you have a relationship or two, all right, let it help you find the person you're supposed to end up with. But I hope you find someone when you're out of college and you enter into corporate America and you have a badass job, you're making money, and you find a woman who is equally as like successful as you.
Yeah, it's not gonna be there. Or it might. I don't know.
It may. Who knows? Let's not count them all out. But I just see you as like you could be a power couple with someone that has their own shit going.
No, the issue is with most girls in my generation, their main goal is to be a housewife.
See, but that's what I mean, that's not my main goal. No. I'm good. If I'm out here and I'm working and I'm bringing in money, then yes, I love to serve. Grayson knows. For Thanksgiving, what'd I do?
Cooked for 50 people?
Yes, literally cooked for 50 people. So I love serving. I love doing those things. But also a man can do it too. If I'm paying bills, I'm bringing in money, a man can do it, correct? You see it the same way.
And it's not even like we want you to do it either, though. Like, it's just the fact that like we know you would if you needed to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. It's knowing that you're with someone who...
Like, we don't want you to go work every day, kill yourself working, but, like, if you needed to, you would.
Yeah. That's what they're saying, like, right now about this whole TikTok trend of...
I hope it gets banned.
What?
TikTok. I hope
it's not going to.
I hope it does.
It's not going to.
That'd be the best thing to happen.
But it wouldn't, because... when that
Instagram
ends,
come next.
There's something else to come next. So at least we know the devil that we're dealing with when it comes to TikTok. Because TikTok shuts down. They just make something else. But with the trend that's happening right now of women going to their spouses or their significant other they live with, and they're like, hey, babe, like, I'm just letting you know, I can't pay the mortgage this month.
Just don't do it any month.
Yeah, and the majority of them are like, but you don't do it anyway. And that is not, like, a lot of women some women are taking offense to it, some are not. But when I look at it that way, it's just women complain about men not stepping up. And I'm sorry, but paying the mortgage is stepping up. Paying for a roof to be over my head, paying for groceries, whatever you're doing, like, that's stepping up.
Yeah.
But like you said, some women or some men want to know that they're...
And I'm not saying just the girls are shitty.
No.
But there's a lot of shitty guys.
Yes. You've
But
said
it's
that.
also like, I was talking to my friend the other day. I was like, people like me who were raised right and you do like the little things when you're talking to a girl.
Yeah.
You know, I've always done like the little things.
Yeah.
It makes it so much easier for us.
What do you mean?
Because most guys don't do that anymore.
Oh, without a doubt.
So then like we do something that we think is just the bare minimum and it's a huge deal.
Well, I think it's the same goes for me as like I have realized in dating, and I automatically, I will automatically get up. I will go cook.
Yeah.
I will clean. I'll do whatever I have to do. And a lot of women don't do that anymore. Yeah. So I'm like, this is little, but some people see it as such huge acts. Mm-hmm. And it's so interesting.
It's the stuff we look at as bare minimum.
I know I have spoken multiple times before about G-Defy and how the holiday season demands so much stamina between shopping, family drama, cocktail parties, you name it. But let's also talk about just our day-to-day lives between raising kids, going to the grocery store, working out, just constantly being on the go. If you are on the go, then you know the toll it takes on your feet. And that's why it is so important to have the right shoe. G-Defy has the upgrade that you'll need. With patented VersoShock technology, these shoes align your body and absorb the shock, making foot pain so 2000 and who cares. Now you can keep moving, spilling the tea, or enjoying sipping that holiday cocktail by the fire, pain-free, or just doing your day-to-day tasks pain-free. So head to gdefy.com and use code UNLOCKED for 50% off your entire order. That's gdefy.com and use code UNLOCKED for 50% off your entire order. Your feet deserve a holiday too.
It's just so interesting to see like how times change and how you view things. And so with you going, we've gone, and I don't even know how we got off on this tangent of all the girls at Alabama, but we're going to be smart. We're not going to get into relationships. Let's wait till you get to like corporate America and you meet someone, and let's hope and pray. That's my hope and prayer. But what are you most, like, take the humor out of it of, oh, I'm going to have fun, this, that, I get to go do, like, what are you most scared about, or what is going to upset you the most about being gone?
I don't know. Like, I'm going to miss home a lot, but I also like being by myself. You know I do.
Yes, you do. But that's where you and I are the same.
I like being by myself.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, but I feel like I like being by myself in the house because I know that other people are in the house.
Exactly.
And it's like, that's why I'm really great. I'm grateful I'm in the same building as my friend Riley.
Yeah.
Because then I can just be like, hey, you want to hang out?
Yeah. Which I'm extremely grateful for, because you're not going to be by yourself. But it's like we've said, you're going to, I have a feeling that, first night or two, you're going to be like super stoked and excited and, oh, this is great. And then when it sets in and you're like, oh crap, I don't have my sister yelling at me, or Chloe's not asking me to take her somewhere, or
we already said I'm going to get 1,000 calls.
Yes.
The first week from Chloe.
Yeah, you are. And like, for any parents listening, if you have children in the car, I'm going to preface this right now by saying, pause the podcast, pick it up later, because we're about to talk about something. So I'm just giving you a minute, pause, go ahead. All right. So Grayson has been helping me with the elves this year because I honestly thought Chloe didn't believe in them anymore. So I was like, oh, okay, we don't have to do them this year. Well, no, we get home from Roberts and after Thanksgiving, and his elves came for his little one, because his oldest two do not believe in the elves anymore. So the elves came. We get home. Chloe's like, do you know when my elves are coming? And I was like, oh my God, this kid actually still believes in the elves. Okay, I'm screwed. So I go like rummage through all my stuff. I find the elves. We're good. I put them up and I put like a note that said, welcome home. And Grayson's been helping me with the elves, and he has done like such a good job, and he makes it like so fun and funny. Like he put the elves in like a mini Sprite box.
Yeah.
Like, and made it like a go-kart.
Yeah.
Like, like the stuff he comes up with are insane. So it's like, I feel like you and Chloe are a lot closer than you lead people on to believe.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
She's gonna be.
But you say she's gonna be in bad shape. But look at me. Yeah, you're gonna struggle with it just as much.
Yeah.
Because she'll come in your room at night, or y'all will sing and dance, and you take her to school.
Yeah.
All those things.
Yeah.
So I think you're gonna struggle just as much.
Probably.
Yeah, you will. And too, you're going to miss me too. You're going to miss me griping.
Yeah. It's going to be weird not knowing like what's going on.
Yeah. Well, trust me, it's going to be weird for me. Because I have said, I'm already starting to cry. I am going to be an absolute disaster. The other night, Grayson went to his friend Blake's. That's where I was going with the whole car thing. Grayson went to Blake's, and I'm on the phone with Robert, and Robert's going to bed because he's just old, y'all. He's just old. And he goes to bed so early, and I'm Central Time, he's Eastern Time. So then I'm left up with nobody to talk to, and I'm sitting there, and Grayson's gone. And I literally was so sad and in such a depression because I'm like, this is going to be my life. Like, it was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that gave me a little insight as to what I'm going to be facing. And it's going to be terrible. Like, I will probably just show up and
God.
I'll come do your laundry. We'll go get lunch. We'll do something because I just can't. I can't. And so any parents that have had kids go off to college, like, please message me. Tell me how you got through it. Give me tips. Give me tricks. Because it's going to be awful. I've already decided. When Robert and I move in together and we build a house, the guest house, like, Grayson can just live there. Like, it will be big enough for Grayson to live there. Whoever wants to live there can live there. But Grayson's living with me. There's just he can live with me, save money, and then when he meets somebody he's going to end up with, then he can maybe move out. But
yeah, it's going to hit you hard.
Yes.
Because then it just goes to just you and Chloe.
Yes, it goes to just me and Chloe. And
Chloe's great, but Chloe's not old enough to, like, actually speak to.
Yeah, no. Like, you and I have really tough conversations at times. Or there have been plenty of times over the past 2 years that you've literally, like, held me as I'm sobbing.
Yeah.
Like, you're the only kind of support system that I have. Chloe's a kid.
Yeah.
So that's where it's going to get really difficult. But also, just like this, with this podcast, we're doing this podcast, then someone else is coming in to do it after. But since I have to do it at that time, you're going to pick Chloe up and you're taking her to therapy for me. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not going to have that help, which is also going to be...
It's going to be hard.
It's going to be hard because for any
I've told mom
parent,
and dad, I don't know how you're going to do it.
Yeah. It's just tough for any single parent that's working. And then on top of it, who has a job that's not conventional. So it's not from 8 to 2 or 8 to 3, like whatever it may be. I don't have set hours. Yeah. So it would be a lot easier if I did, which I may have to start trying to make it more of like a set hour thing, but it's tough. And so it's just, I don't know. It's going to be.
You're going to start waking up.
It's going to be, I have been like on a 5:15 wake up. Like the past few days, it's been like this morning I woke up at 5:15 and I'm like, all right, well, time to get the day going. And I went upstairs, got her up and got going because Grayson like is so good about taking her to school and she loves him taking her to school. And Chloe's also, we kind of had words the other day because when we go take Grayson to drop him off at school. So it is, what day is it?
January 5th.
January 5th. Okay, so January 5th, I'm looking at my calendar, is a Sunday. She has school, obviously, Monday. Monday is your Bama bound, right?
Yeah.
So that's when we do scheduling. We do all the things that we need to do. And I'm just not, school kind of made that decision for me and telling her that she has to stay here with Nanny because it was going to be too much with bringing her. But then she's also missing school and she cannot miss school. So she's staying at home, but she was mad.
Yeah.
Like really mad. So you're telling me I can't go and take my own brother to college? And I'm like, yes, that's what I'm telling you. Like, you have school you can't miss. After talking to her therapist, I think it's better that she doesn't go because she's not like having that leaving you there moment that I think is going to be, it's going to be, I may not leave. Like, it is going to be so hard.
Well, Mason's mom was telling me, she goes, she said, do you think Savannah's going to take it well? And I said, no. She said, me and Jamie, which is Mason's dad, she said, we were both crying on the way home. And Jamie doesn't cry. She said, we were both crying.
Yeah, I'm going to be a disaster.
She said, I tried to stay with Mason the whole time, and Jamie looked at me and said, he wants us to leave. It's time to leave.
No, I can't. Robert's going.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a disaster.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Y'all, I'm going to need some emotional support around this time. So if we may just need to create like an emotional support page because it's going to be so bad. And I think too, I have like this insane fear of something happening to you. Like, I have always said, like, you go to college, I know you're going to be doing things. You're a normal college kid. But, like, the one thing I've said, I'm going to make sure he has money on his Uber. Like, I never in a million years want him to be like, oh, well, maybe I should get in a car or do this or no. Like, I think adding those things of like, all right, there's money on Uber. There's like, please don't do anything to put your life in danger, to put anyone else's lives.
The good thing about Bama, the layout, you can walk.
Yeah.
And there's little golf carts that take you everywhere.
Yeah. So I think I'm trying to be realistic about the whole situation and knowing like he is going to college. Not only is he going to college, but he's going to an SEC school. Like, come on.
It's a different breed.
University of Alabama, totally different breed. So I'm trying to be realistic about things that are actually going to happen, but also like you and I have had the conversations of making sure that you're safe. Because if something were to oh my God, if something were to happen to you, I would be, it would be to the point of no return. So please be safe.
I will.
Please.
I'll be fine.
I know you will, because when I tell y'all, and I'm not just saying this, like, we've maybe had one occasion to where I've like actually had to like reprimand Grayson in 2 years. Like, he is a great kid. So you've never given me any reason.
The only time I've really gotten in trouble when I went down there is when we had a little, I don't know different viewpoints on what was spent and what was not.
No.
In my defense, it was said I spent $300. When I got there, I didn't even have $300 in my account.
That is not true. That is not true. That is not true. But he did. But the way that we fix that is he is going to have a set limit every month for him to spend, and it will be deposited on the first of the month, and you better make it work. That's all I gotta tell you. You'll think twice. You will think twice.
Dad and I talked about this. How you say stuff like that, and then...
No, I'm going to stick to it, because if I don't, it's only going to be to your detriment.
Because then I'll text you, be like, hey, all my friends are doing this, but like, I don't have enough money on there. Dad said, she's going to go into her Bank of America and put more money on there.
No, I'm not. I am not. That's the only way you learn.
How many times have you told me, this is all you got? You better make it work.
But then you go and I have you do stuff for me and go and buy stuff that I need. So that shouldn't come out of your money. That comes out of my money. So I'm just telling you, first of every month, you'll get a set amount. I'll make sure there's money on Uber, and we're gonna figure it out. But I also need to figure out how to buy tickets to every game, because if I can come and get to spend time with you, then I'm going to. So I'll probably ruin every single SEC game for you. But you like when we hang out.
We do play Auburn in February in basketball.
Okay. You do like when we hang out.
Yeah.
Grayson and I have a fun relationship.
I don't mind you coming there.
No, we have a fun relationship. So, and too, there's this really cute hotel that Nick Saban's wife.
Miss Terry?
Yeah, Hope Design, and
it's so funny.
It's more up my alley because, I went to an Auburn game. I'm sorry, y'all, but
it's not the same.
There's not hotels like this. This is affordable and cute and boutique-y. It is it's my favorite thing.
Well, she even noticed that when she compared the Auburn game to the Bama game, it was just different.
Yes.
My friend Riley was telling me, he said, I will get DMs on Instagram and people adding me on Snapchat saying, oh my God, I see Grayson Chrisley follows you.
That is crazy.
It's students at Bama.
Well, you'll just start going viral at Bama, I guess.
But he said, as crazy as you think it's going to be, he said, it's going to be crazier. He said they're going to come knocking on your door.
That is insane. And please, and the chicks that are going to come knock on your door, those are the ones you're going to catch something from. So, and too, for parents, I don't know why I feel like I'm giving so many people free shout outs, but I'm doing this for the masses. For parents that don't have Life 360, it is awesome. Absolutely amazing. And we still have to get set up on Chloe's phone.
Yeah.
But it tells you how fast they're going, how many times they pick up the phone. It tells you their exact location. It tells you their phone battery. I'll text Grayson and be charge your phone. It is that great.
There's sayings for each sorority.
Why? You see, I was talking about safety.
Well, I know. I thought about it because it's funny.
What are the sayings?
Delta Zeta, it's easy deezy.
I've heard that.
And then Alpha Phi, if it burns when you pee, it's an Alpha Phi.
Grayson.
That's what everybody says. Tried out, everyone else has.
Oh my God. And this right here is what private school education has paid for.
That's what everybody says about all of them.
Well, I did not experience, and this is something too I want to put out there. So on my Instagram, a few days ago, I put a question box asking people if you're a parent and your child's gone to college, what did you get them for their dorm rooms? And people were like, well, your mom did it for you, didn't she? No, guys, I did not live in a dorm. I moved to Nashville before my 18th birthday. I got an apartment. I didn't do it the traditional way. I wish I would have, because I wish I would have had more of a college experience, but I didn't. I was working full time, filming a show almost year round, 2 shows. Well, at that time, I think it was maybe only 1, but still filming almost year round. So I never had to do the dorm life. So I have no idea what to buy, what to get. Luckily, Grayson's friend's mom's given me a whole list of stuff, and I'm getting a lot of stuff from other people telling me. I think the biggest thing people are telling me to get are air purifiers. So I've reached out to this top air purifying company because I guess college dorm rooms contain so much mold.
Yeah.
Which I had no idea about.
My friend Mason said if you do not get an air purifier, you'll be sick the first few weeks.
That is crazy. The fact that that's even allowed. How is it that we're not stepping in and making sure?
I've been in them.
It's
nasty.
What's nasty about it?
Well, on the top of the shower and stuff, it's just mold. And I think I'm so grateful I'm not in a small dorm, because I was in the shower in one of the small dorms and I was hitting the side of the walls.
So, okay. Is there any way to get photos of the dorm room before?
No.
But I need it.
You'll see it January 5th.
No, but I need to know because, like, I can go get some peel and stick wallpaper. I can, like, I'll get stuff to...
But like what we talked about, I'll only be there until May.
Yeah, that's true. You're only going to be there until May. So 3 months. But I can ball on a budget. Home Goods, TJ Maxx.
But it's not worth it when I move into my apartment August 1st.
Yeah, I know. You're moving to your apartment August 1st. But...
Then we can do whatever we want.
I want to make sure you're at least in a clean environment. So I'm going to go in there and I'm going to clean. Or I may find a little cleaner near there to come and help me scrub. Because you're not going to be in mold and all this. That I do have a huge issue with that. Parents, I don't know if you're on this same kick as me, but recently I've been on this healthier kick. It is so difficult, first off, because our bodies have become so addicted to all these things that are so bad for us. But I just heard on the news that January, February, they're talking about the FDA potentially banning all these food dyes that are in our food that lead to ADHD, anxiety, depression. But also when you talk about mold, like mold can kill you. Like when it gets in your system, what it can lead to: anxiety, depression, hair loss, skin rash. Like it can do so much damage, and some irreparable damage. So the fact that you're going to a college, and this is not a dig on the college because this is universal colleges, college dorm rooms. The fact that you're going to a college and being exposed to mold, like I see an issue with that.
Yeah. And especially for how much you pay to go there, it shouldn't be a problem.
No, it should not.
You got 40,000 students, or more than that, paying $32,000 a year in tuition, and you can't. And
you're an SEC school. You bring in a fortune.
Bringing billions of dollars a year.
Yeah, I don't know. I really struggle with that. So I am definitely doing the air purifiers, doing a water filtration thing for the shower. And then just going to make sure there's all the cleaning stuff. Not that he's actually going to clean. Let's be real. But it will be there in case he needs it. One of the other things I got from people was obviously a first aid kit. Mm-hmm. So to have everything you need in there just in case. I'm going to make that up for you. And then I've already got all your protein stuff ordered.
Mattress toppers.
Yes. I've got your protein powders and stuff ordered. I have you a big thing of ramen, liquid IVs. Like I'm getting everything together, and I don't know. It's because we're leaving. So that's another thing to talk about is we got to go through your closet, number one.
Well, if you think about like how many days I actually have like left in the house because we're leaving.
It's a week, basically. From this
11.
Sunday, it'll be a week.
11 days.
Yeah. Last year we did Christmas at home. It was fun. We enjoyed it. But at the same time, it's still not the same.
Yeah.
Like there is so much turmoil within the family of just people not getting along, mom and dad being gone. I think we just came to the conclusion of stop trying to act like it's a normal holiday.
That's one thing I am excited about, not being in the house.
Yeah. Like not being in the house for Christmas. We're going out of town. It's going to be me, Chloe, and Grayson for the first few days. Mm-hmm. And then Robert, his parents, kids, everyone else coming for a week after. But we're going to enjoy, like you, me, and Chloe. I'm still going to do a few Christmas gifts. Obviously, it's Christmas. But I'm not doing what I did last year.
Yeah. That's
what we discussed. I was like, all right, guys, you're old enough now. Would you rather have an experience or do you want things that really you don't need? And they both agreed that they wanted an experience. And if we're being real, the thing that we all want, we can't have, which is mom and dad at home. So it's not the same. So
I'd rather do a trip.
Exactly.
I'd pick that 1,000 times.
And doing a trip, but also this is like our last time to really.
It's kind of like my graduation gift.
Yeah. it's kind of just everything in one. And I wish I could do more, but as a single parent income household, I can't. I'm doing what I can. But when we went on that trip for the month of July after mom and dad left, it was so enjoyable because no one was on their phones that much. We genuinely went out, spent time together, drove around. We had quality time. And I will say to anyone listening, the experiences are worth way more than any gift you could give. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
I think you and Chloe have agreed to that. I've agreed to it. So we're doing that. And then we come home the 2nd and we leave the 5th.
Yeah.
So, oh gosh.
It's a quick turnaround.
It's a quick turnaround. And y'all, please pray for me. Any parent that's going through this, my heart feels for you. Yes, I'm his sister, but I've had to step into the role of parent, and we have been together every single day for the past 2 years. So just the thoughts of being separated, I'm going to have major separation anxiety. But then I also look at it, and I don't know why it just came back to me, but when I left and moved to Nashville, you struggled with it then and wanted to see me. And I don't know if you remember, but mom would meet me. Or I would come to Atlanta and get you, but I think mom would meet me halfway, and you came and spent the weekend with me a few times. It's just going to be reversed. I'm just going to go spend the weekend with Grayson.
Yeah.
So that's really where we're at. That's our big life update.
Me and Riley have been joking. We're going to bring Chloe for a week.
Oh, dear God. Lord help us. That is another thing, too. When Grayson moves into his apartment, it's a 3-bedroom apartment. He has one roommate. There's one open bedroom. But I think the other parents and I are going to split that for whenever we come. But I'm putting a lock on that door with a code, and there ain't nobody allowed in that room. I'm not sleeping where a gazillion other people have slept. So it ain't happening. I will make sure it's designed pretty and comfortable, and then nope.
Yeah.
That's the room for just parents.
Well, we don't have a couch bed. It's going to be okay.
Yeah. Then and I will be weary of where I sit. But with that being said, like I said, that's really our update. I don't think we have anything else. Grayson's going to college. This is so sad, y'all. So sad. The next time you see him, he will be giving an update on how college is going. So I think he'll come home. I give it 2 weeks and he'll be ready to come home for the weekend.
Yeah.
So I will be so excited. I cannot wait. But until then, it's just we're going to enjoy the last few weeks. And then it's going to be me and Chloe. And y'all, please pray for me because she is going to be a handful. And my emotions are going to be all over the place. So if you have any tips on what I need to get him for college, please direct message me, comment on YouTube, or on any social posts we post on Instagram. It is greatly appreciated. And please be good. And remember, we're not going to find anyone to marry.
Yeah, no.
Or have a kid with until we reach corporate America.
Yep.